Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Wildcats offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He'll field the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Georgia State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Receiver makes the catch, and the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the back gets the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Panthers offense back out there now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches. And he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
A handoff to the back. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Crossing the 40. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Snags the quick throw. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connect down.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. After picking up a fresh set of downs. They'll go hurry up here. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Scanning the field. It's Barnett. Caught quickly. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made, a lot of space now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Murray. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Looking to throw it deep. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. And the returner will be brought down. Just time enough for one more play in the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the 1st half clock. Meadows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Murray. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That run moves the ball to the 16. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. And they'll set up with PAT. They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Kansas State, 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Trying to extend the play. Get some space around the 30. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Wildcats will bring their punt team on the field now. And he takes it around the 20. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. The Georgia State offense on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Murray. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. And Georgia State has the lead here, Kurt. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. We'll check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This will be touchdown just inside the 40.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a... It was a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Defense not pressing this time. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great